Now, after mounting political pressure, MK Stalin government has finally decided to hand over the probe into the Coimbatore attack case, the blast case, to the NIA. This decision that has been taken during a high-level meeting that was chaired by Chief Minister MK Stalin on Wednesday, and the state government has also issued an official statement.
So, in the statement, the government has said that this decision to hand over the case to the NIA has been taken to recommend this probe, keeping in mind the national and international ramifications. In fact, the government also promised new police stations in the districts and an entirely new police wing, and also CCTV cameras in public places to avoid such incidents in the future. The state police are currently investigating the blast, while the deceased was registered as the prime accused in the case. 5 of his associates have also been arrested on Monday, with the police invoking the stringent UAPA Act in the case.
The case is still under investigation. Only few things have been found out, like some seizures have been made, and 5 persons have been arrested and remanded, and the investigation continues. At this stage, it's difficult to come to any conclusion. As the investigation proceeds, whatever links or whatever new information comes out, that will be taken care of by the investigation. The government of Tamil Nadu has recommended for NIA investigation, and in the next few days things will be clear.
So during the investigation, several lapses on part of the state police and intelligence agencies that have come to light, which suggests that there could have been a possible terror angle that may have been overlooked. Now, as far as this individual is concerned who lost his life, Mubin was on the terror watch list of the NIA since 2019, but he was not under the surveillance.
So the state BJP chief has now written about the growing attacks in the party offices, radicalization among the youth, but not much was done despite the warning. The most shocking lapse is about Mubin and his associates, who were allowed to meet and even plan the attack, even stockpiling 50 kgs of explosives that were found, and no one smelt a rat.
Tamil Nadu government has to be appreciated for the alacrity at which it acted and prevented a major mishap that would have occurred. Immediately after this incident, DGP himself, along with the other senior officials of the Tamil Nadu government, visited the spot, travelling by car. Immediately after that, there was a meeting conducted by the Honorable Chief Minister. In this meeting, it was decided that this case would be recommended for a national investigative agency. There were about, in the last 2 years of AADMK regime, there were 16 instances of police firing. Under this present DMK regime, there are 0 instances. So this government is very, very serious about law and order.
I should only say better later than never. It has been over 72 hours since this incident has taken place. It is an intelligence failure of the state, in the sense that even after NIA had questioned these people in 2019, especially after 20 petrol bombing incidents have happened across the state after the PFI ban, the state intelligence and the police department did not keep a tab on such people on whom suspicion was always been there.
Meanwhile, Times Now's Padmendra Joshi also spoke with the Tamil Nadu BJP chief K. Annamalai, who has questioned the delayed action on part of the state government in the case where the government decided to recommend as far as the transfer of the probe from the state police to the NIA amid concerns that the incident may have ramifications beyond the boundaries of the state and international connections. Listen in.
All right, joining us on the show is the chief of the BJP in Tamil Nadu, Mr. K. Annamalai. Thanks very much for speaking to us. The Tamil Nadu has handed over the Coimbatore blast probe now to the NIA, yet the BJP doesn't seem to be satisfied. Why is that?
Madam, namaste. It is not this issue per se, madam. We are more worried about the pattern of attacks in Tamil Nadu in the last 16 months after DMK has come to power. And many times we have to fight for a girl suicide case, transfer it to CBI for suspicion of religious conversion. And now for 48 hours, such a magnitude case, you chose to call it as a cylinder blast. You make the DGP to give a press meet a cylinder blast. We are more worried about the mindset of the government. When the mindset of the government is encouraging the anti-national forces to thrive in the state, after a pressure, they could have given it to NIA. We are more worried about the larger issues of the state. 48 hours you are denying, you are stonewalling, you are making our very good police officers not to talk about this case. You picked up explosives more than 50 kg. You never put it on record for 12 hours. Even the Tamil Nadu BJP has to force the local police to book a UAPA act, as simple as a UAPA act. And the police for 48 hours calling it as an issue of 1%, when there are 19 people. As of now, the media reports say it is a big model of 19 people. So that is why we are thoroughly unsatisfied with the government, especially its handling of internal law and order security.
But here's the thing, it's not as if the ISIS is any new phenomenon in Tamil Nadu, because Mubin himself, the man who died, in whose car the explosives were being taken, in 2019 he had also been quizzed by the NIA, and the police's argument is that he was let off. So it's not as if he was a declared terrorist. He was quizzed by a central agency and he was let off by a central agency at that time. So how can you accuse the state government of intelligence failure?
To appreciate your question and to further answer it, 2019 when this Mubin was picked up, because he was radicalized youth, not because he was part of the Easter bombing attack like Mohammad Azharuddin, who was also picked up from Coimbatore. The NIA has flagged up, we were told by the media reports like eminent journalists like you from yesterday, the NIA can flag off radicalized youth after talking. It is for the state intelligence to monitor, to keep them in the radar. As of now, Tamil Nadu, we have one specific branch called Counter-Terrorism Branch and the Q branch. Very specifically, it does surveillance on thousands of people. LTT links, fundamentalist link, terror link. When you mount the surveillance also on the same person for the last 3 years, you allow 19 people to plan, you allow more than 75 kg of explosive to come to his home, and in a very sensitive part of Coimbatore, that is a very sensitive part of Coimbatore. When last time also when the bomb blast happened, the many points were pointed at that side, especially in that small little area where a lot of radicalized youth live. When that place has got a history, the car originated from that place. How do we buy the local intelligence police argument? No, sorry. NIA picked up, they left it. That it is your duty to monitor the surveillance, ma'am. What was the police doing?
Prapanch is joining us live with the details of that. Prapanch, the BJP had been alleging from day one that this is more than just a cylinder blast. Now, finally, the state government has decided to hand over the probe to the NIA, but several of the questions still remain unanswered. On the political front, the BJP is saying that this is state intelligence unit's failure, and that's why such a blast could take place. That's why such explosives could be gathered by a suspect.
Well, in fact, we could say that BJP is training guns and questioning, in fact, the state government with regard to this particular issue. And however, the state government has, in fact, come out. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister had released a statement still saying that its cylinder had exploded on the day of 23rd, and subsequently, due to this particular issue, national and international possibility of having ramifications. This, in the meeting, it was decided that it was recommended to the union government to transfer the case to the National Investigative Agency for the further investigation of this particular case. And meanwhile, the 5 persons who have been slapped with UAPA and sent to judicial custody, the police, Tamil Nadu police has sought for 3-day time to the court for interrogation. Meanwhile, that has been granted. So further, for 3 days, in fact, we could see that the police will be taking custody of these 5 accused who were, in fact, arrested in connection with the blast, and they will be further interrogated. And officially, we could also see that in a few days' time, maybe NIA will be taking over the case after the official processes are over. Meanwhile, Tamil Nadu police will also be interrogating these accused who were arrested in connection to this particular cylinder explosion case in Coimbatore.
All right, Prapanch, for the moment, thanks for joining in. As officially the NIA has taken over the case as far as the investigation is concerned.